Hello and welcome. Here are Stijn and Johanna. We are both certified ascension coaches with Twin Flames Universe, and welcome in our new video. Today we're going to talk about the signs that you can know whether you are dealing with a true twin flame or not. Because it truly is important identifying or revealing whether someone is your true twin flame or whether someone is simply not. Because it's a sacred investment of your energy. So because there is a revealing process that you need to go through on the twin flame journey, because you want to actually make sure whether someone is your twin flame or not. Because if somebody's not your twin flame, for example, you investing your sacred energy is not doing so much for yourself or for your twin flame union. It's just leaking your energy outside of yourself. So you getting very clear on what actually are the true signs of a true twin flame dynamic is very important to honor the signs that we're now going to share with you. And these are channeled by Jeff and Shaleia, and we're going to share them with you. I would just want to mention this: if you would like to reread it or meditate upon certain things, like, you would also find these signs whether someone is your twin flame as well in the book Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover by Jeff and Shaleia. And we have linked all the resources, book, and so on of Twin Flames Universe in our description box. So please check that out. The book is highly valuable. However, like, what we want to say here is you revealing your twin flame is truly important. Or you getting clear on whether someone is not your twin flame is important, because then you know how to direct properly your energy and what to not do and what to do. And the sooner you are very clear on it, the sooner you have made space also for your true twin flame. When you, like, for example, reveal somebody is not, then you know what to do with your energy, how to manifest your true twin flame, because it's just a matter of keep clearing your blocks and upsets to your true twin flame. Because that's ultimately what it is. If your twin flame is not already in your life, then it just means that you have certain misalignments, blocks, fears, whatever attachments or whatever harboring within you that is not allowing you and your union to both meet each other. But it's important that you know the signs on what is a true twin flame. How would you know? Because, for example, my twin flame, is that is my twin flame. Why is that my twin flame? Because my twin flame has the signs that are according to my energetic blueprint, to my soul blueprint, and so is a complete match to how shall I say this?
To how God created you as a unique individual.
Exactly. But there are still general signs that every body on the twin flame can apply, but it will then be, it will be then specific to who's your twin flame for you. Because we will now name those general signs, but these are general methods that you can use to then get very clear within your heart and soul on who you actually truly are, what you actually truly value, what you truly desire, and so on, to then be able to identify your true twin flame. So the first sign, whether someone is your twin flame or not, is that you feel an incredible sense of familiarity with your twin flame. It's said you feel with your twin flame more familiar, probably more than you feel, let's say, with your biological parents or with any other person that you know for quite some time. And that is simply because your twin flame is your partner you're created with, since the beginning of time, the moment since you were created. And so it's your closest human friend, and the one who always vibrates at the same level as you. And because we know separation is not real, you're always truly vibrating in oneness, whether you physically see it in your life or not, or you're always vibrating as one. And you know them deep down as well in your heart and in your soul. So the first sign is, like I said, you feel incredible familiar to each other. The second sign is that you share the same vision for your life. It means basically, whether someone is your twin flame is whether they have the same vision, or the same vision, or it enhances your vision, or it's a bit more expands upon your vision.
You will feel at the core that it's the same
same.
dream, the same vision for your life. For instance, if it's your dream to travel, then your true twin flame, like he or she, will also be aligned with that, and also will feel a purpose or a desire calling to travel or do something to travel. And you will find that you and your twin flame will fit nicely with each other, and that you're always complementing each other in each and every area of your life. For instance, if your twin flame has a calling of photography, I'm now saying something, then you might complement him or her in another way, so that
calling
you can,
for writing.
can work together in a certain way on bringing your talents to this world, and it will always fit nicely and like match together.
Yeah, and also the thing is for example, if you are not clear at all on your vision or on your dream, then just know then your twin flame will also not be clear. So that's something to consider. That's something to look at, then within yourself. If you feel like you are not clear, because remember, your twin flame is you. So if you are somewhere not unclear, so they too will there not be clear. And so it's important that you get very clear on within yourself, and you can ask love, to show it to you, right? What it is that you truly desire, what it is that you're here for, what are you actually meant to be doing in your union or with your life purpose. And the third one is also quite similar than the second one. Like we said, you will share the same vision, but the third one is now that you will want to gain similar life experiences, similar understandings, and that's what Stan referred to when you said maybe you or your twin flame is a photographer, or you write. Maybe, for example, you have a desire to write about humanitarian stuff or whatever it is, or do something with travel or whatever you want to document. But maybe there's a greater purpose that you have, and or where you want to receive the same understandings or have the same passion at the core. But you just express it differently. Because another thing is also, your twin flame is not a carbon copy as you, because they are your complement. So that's what you meant with maybe he desires or she photography and the other one writing. Just know it's not, doesn't mean that you exactly will.
Yeah, like imagine, like for example, if you're like to write a blog about traveling or so, and you like traveling and you travel around the world and you write on your blog about certain beautiful places that you have seen to inform certain people about certain places, then your twin flame might be, I'm not saying something like a photographer or something like that. So, like when you are together and you're traveling together, then your writing skill matches in perfectly with the photography skill, because he or she like is making the photography for your blog and making the beautiful pictures, and your writing skill goes perfectly hand in hand with writing the experience of how it was in that place, and really bringing it over to people on what that experience is like. So it's about more a holistic way of being. And like Johanna said, it's not a carbon copy, but it's perfectly complementing each other. So that's actually what we mean with.
Yeah. And the fourth sign, whether someone is your true twin flame, is that your lifestyle choices will also easily align. So basically, like, it relates a bit to the previous ones that we already said, that you share the same vision, right? The same, you desire to experience a bit the similar things, you know, you have the similar interests, or you want to receive similar understandings
Yeah.
from life. And so, of course, and because you do share also a shared purpose together, you're meant to live as one.
Yeah,
Of course, your lifestyle choices will also align.
it's not so necessarily like, for instance, you're a vegetarian and your twin flame is most likely then also like, but it goes deeper than that. It's not about like just being vegetarian. It's about like the purpose behind it.
Yeah,
Like
the
why
deeper meaning.
why do you eat that way? Well, because I like animals or something like that. And then like you will ask your twin flame, your twin flame will say something similar. Like I like the world too much, or I like animals too much, and I just want to like eat natural or something like that, and it will always match up perfectly. It's not so necessarily that shallow thing like, hey, you're a vegetarian, me also.
No, or not
That
like
has,
I have blonde hair, you have blonde
yeah,
hair.
that has
No.
nothing to do with it. You need to go deeper. You need to go to the core reason on why you have that vision and why you do certain things, and you will see that your true twin flame will match up with that core reason or that core value behind the things that you desire in life.
Yeah. And the fifth tip, or the fifth sign, whether someone is your true twin flame, is that they will value the same things as you value. So it's a bit similar. But also, again, if you're not clear on what you value, on why you value what, just know your twin flame will as well not be clear. So it's basically how it also sums up in here is like your twin flame is really always a perfect energetic match to your soul blueprint. So basically, they are always exactly where you are on every level, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, however you want to call it. And so, if you are somewhere not clear on your values or make a reassessment, then just know your true twin flame will naturally catch up or align there as an instant, you know, instantly, because twin flames heal as one. So, if you heal or you get clear, then so too does your twin flame. And so, sign number 6.
Yeah, number 6 is like that your twin flame will literally adore you in every way. But what that means is like that your twin flame will adore the true you. Your twin flame will never adore your ego or your like fake self, how you call it. Your twin flame will literally adore the real
Being with you.
the real authentic raw version of yourself that you truly are. And for instance, like if you're a very funny person or so, like your twin flame will really like adore you, and you will really see that your twin flame like laughs with you, like when you do really authentic stuff. And like of course you can still have like loving feelings or friendly feelings for other people, but you will see that your twin flame will never be able to love someone else how much they adore you. So
Yeah.
you're always like their own one and only, like their number one. And like, of course, sometimes you hear things about people when their twin flame is with someone else, but that has another meaning because there's a block underneath this. And what this truly means is that you're like that you need to become your true raw authentic self, like who you truly are. You need to embody that. You need to love that version of yourself and to literally show that to the world and to be that. And then you will see that your twin flame will automatically starts loving you more than anything else.
Yeah, it's basically just like know that your twin flame will always, with the divine itself, love you the most. That will always be like that, whether they show it to you or not. And if they don't show it to you currently, it's just because you have internal blocks towards that love. But just know that for your twin flame, you will always be the person they love most to be around, because it's just the most natural for twin flames to be in each other's presence. Why? Because they feel so comfortable in each other's presence, because actually when they are in each other's presence, they are in their own presence. And they are basically just with themselves, and because their twin flame is just the natural, is their counterpart. It's where they share one being with. And so it's natural to sit in one's own company, and that's what you do when you're with your twin flame. And that's why it can never be compared to being with any other person, because when you're with any other person, you're not sitting in still in your own company only.
Mhm.
Then you have also somebody else's company. However, so, and the other sign, whether someone is your true twin flame or not, is when you truly are able to feel into your heart and feel like your twin flame's love. Because truth is, like, your twin flame can never withdraw their love from you, because they can never withdraw their own love from themselves. And so that's why if you tune now, for example, in your heart space, you will know whether someone is your twin flame, whether they still, whether you feel that love from them towards you. And between twin flames, between true twin flames, that's always the case, that regardless of upsets, regardless of what is mirrored left and right, your true twin flame will always love you, and you will also be able to feel that in your heart. But if, for example, someone is not that your true twin flame, yeah, you might not feel the love from them towards you, whether you mirror it or not. And that's why being non-attached to who your true twin flame is so important.
Also, your true twin flame like will never really abandon you. Like
No.
for instance, when you really are sad or you're working through something very, very, very deep, like an upset or something you're struggling with, you will see that your true twin flame will basically sit right next to you and encourage you in order to heal. If you also heal the resistance towards this on the inside.
Yeah.
Because you can have blocks and resistance towards this. And if you're able to allow like that with yourself, that you sit with yourself, then you will see that your true twin flame, that it's impossible for him or her to be somewhere else other than just like supporting you and helping you, because you're basically like one and the same soul blueprint. So
Yeah, that's also said here in this book, like, for example, that your twin flame will never avoid doing the work with you.
yeah,
Your true twin flame, like, unless you have completely so many blocks, like you now mentioned, because then your twin flame needs to reflect them back to you. But other than that, your true twin flame, if it comes from a sincere, honest place out of loving for yourself, your true twin flame will always help you move through it or support you in it or from their end. And so, like any, for example, person who's not your twin flame, actually, in terms of such things, it will get very clear whether someone is your true twin flame or not, because anybody who's not your true twin flame, they most likely are not willing to sit at all with you or spend some time reflecting on your values. No.
Yeah, you see it like oftentimes, like people who are together with a soulmate, like they cannot even be with each other like a whole week, for instance.
Or a whole day
They need in
sometimes.
the weekend, like like to go out, like she with her girlfriends, he with his friends, to literally make it work, like to see each other, not so much to cover up for all of the places in their life where they're actually not matching.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's literally like a made up love, so a dream that you're dreaming yourself. But with your true twin flame, it's really real. Like it always was real in your soul and heart, but now you're also need to allow that in your physical reality. And how you do that is by healing your internal resistance and your blocks towards it. And then you will see that like your true twin flame will be there with you.
Yeah, so the eighth sign, whether someone is your true twin flame, is that you will naturally enjoy your twin flame's company. And yeah, you feel most best in each other's authentic presence.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
because
feels.
it's just like, right? Because if one feels very authentic, it feels even subconsciously the other one gives the other one permission to also just be him or herself.
Also, like for instance, you will literally feel like you're not only with your one true love, but also with your best friend at the same time.
Yeah,
And
where you can talk for hours.
that means like literally silly stuff together, like talking for hours, not stopping with talking, um, spending time together as much as possible. And it's literally day and night difference between what I said earlier with soulmates. Like with your twin flame, you can literally go on a world travel and really not get tired of each other. Sure, there will be upsets, but you like have the mirror exercise and the teachings of union in order to heal and like work your way through it, so that you can grow even more closer to each other, and that you can even laugh with those upsets, that you can even afterwards say like, oh, that was actually quite silly, like let's love each other here, and let's come closer to each other. And yeah, like the last point that we have is when you meditate deeply in your heart, you can see if the person in question is an exact vibratory match to your soul's blueprint. And for this one, you maybe need to be at home with a bit of meditation or meditation techniques. But probably if you're on a twin flame journey, you're spiritual as well. um, so you can feel literally in the center of your heart if that person really resonates with you completely
On every
100%
level.
on every level or not, or is it really superficial? And it's very
Mm.
important that you let go of all of the fears of why you want to keep holding on to superficial love, because you want that 100% like raw authentic love that God, like the divine, created for you.
Soul love.
And yeah, like soul deep love.
Yeah, and
And
it has nothing to do with your outward looks,
no, it
right?
has nothing to do with the body. It has nothing to do with the gender. It has nothing to do with how much
Age.
you earn or age or whatever your status is in this world. It goes completely beyond this world. And this is what most people actually are looking for. And this is what people see when they are younger in Disney movies. Like it's not about like like the prince or the rich prince always. Like, sure, your twin flame can have money and can be rich, and that's a good thing. And we all like desire to be good in life, but it's about something deeper than that. It goes in your soul and like through your heart, and not so necessarily like desires in the mind, because they're often just made up by the ego, and you need to literally come back from that mind living into like being in your soul and into your heart, and literally allowing yourself to have that one kind of love that resonates with you on every level 100%, and to really stop settling because it's leaking your energy. So
Yeah. So these were all the signs on how you can identify whether someone is your true twin flame or not. And also we will have another video where we will go about the signs that say that somebody is not your twin flame, right?
yeah.
Because it's important to be clear there. It's also important, like we said, to get on the go that revealing process and to really find out, because the sooner you find out, the sooner you know better on which things you need to move through, internally, or which adjustments you need to make in your life. And that's a good thing because, yeah, you want to create space for your true twin flame and be very open to that, because it's truly like Jeff and Shaleia say, truly when you live together or however with your twin flame, it's truly, it's like heaven, it's beautiful, it's nice. And so you want to achieve whatever is nice or good for your soul or for your union as soon as possible. And you and your twin flame deserve to be together rather sooner than later. So that's the same how God or love wants it for you too. So it's safe to progress like forward, and move with love. So definitely, if you would feel called to further work with us or receive guidance or help, we're more than happy to both support you. Then please check out our link below. There you will find our website. Yeah, and also if you have any questions, please drop them down below, and we're happy to answer you. And if you like this video, please give it a like, share, and subscribe. And we see you in our next video. Take care. Bye.